All right. Welcome back. Let's mine. So we're jumping right into it today. Get going. Let you look through the screens on the Nerdminer, as well as we will pull up the dashboard and check out the mining pool, where the lucky miners LVO6, 1, and 2 are hooked up to. And guess what? Today's 28 days, session 28. That means we are 4 weeks into mining. I'm going to ask some questions from you. Let me know what you think. Question 1. Do we go with just solo mining? So a high risk of the full Bitcoin block, or high reward, but the risk also, it's like shooting a lottery. Or do we go with the pool mining? With the pool mining, we are earning small Bitcoin chunks every day, pennies, but there's a consistent payout. Or do we split it and do one lucky miner on the solo mining and one on the pool mining? What do you think? 3 options I've been weighing. Don't know which one I'll do. You have to stick around and find out. Until then, let's jump in with the story of the day and get going on that one. Got a good one for you today. Today, I've titled the story, "The Town That Runs on Bitcoin." So, deep in the mountains of El Salvador, there's a small beach called El Zonte. A few years ago, it was just like any other poor village. Limited jobs, no banking infrastructure, and people struggling to get by. Then, something extraordinary happened. Bitcoin transformed the entire town. It all started in 2019 when an anonymous donor sent Bitcoin to a group of locals, hoping they would use it to develop their community. But there was a catch. The money couldn't be converted to cash. Instead, the town had to figure out how to live on Bitcoin. At first, it wasn't easy. Most people had never even heard of Bitcoin, let alone used it for daily transactions. But as more businesses started accepting it, something remarkable happened. Fishermen began selling their catch for Bitcoin. Local stores started accepting it for groceries. Even school fees could be paid in Bitcoin. The town quickly adapted, creating Bitcoin-based circular economy. The experiment was so successful that it caught the attention of El Salvador's government, which later became the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Today, El Zonte is known as Bitcoin Beach, a living example of how Bitcoin can empower entire communities. Tourist visits from all over the world to experience a place where you can buy a coffee, rent a surfboard, or even pay for a haircut, all with Bitcoin. What started as a small experiment turned into a global movement, proving that Bitcoin isn't just digital gold. It's a tool that can uplift economies, create opportunities, and give financial power to the people. So, all right. So, let's see what you think about that one. I've heard part of, I'll say not exactly this story, but some stories coming out of El Salvador, and I do think it's a very, I'm going to say interesting story, but I want to use the term provocating, because at the same time, I think it's going to show some people who are Bitcoin believers that are really going to say, look, it is possible. But at the same time, I think you have a lot of people out there who are waiting for it to fail so that they can point directly at that and say, ha, told you so. And I think that's why it's a very interesting, and I go back to that that term, very interesting story. And I'd like to know your thoughts. Again, as always, put your thoughts down in the comments. We can have discussions there. I like to, I guess, provoke the feelings, and we can discuss about it down in the comments. But until tomorrow, I'll come up with another great story. Hope you jump back to listen to that great story. And And wherever you are, enjoy.